Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Pakistan International School Blended E-Learning Session 2020-21. Dear students, in yesterday's class we learned about page formatting, settings, margins using rulers, changing orientation of the page from chapter number 6, formatting in Word 2013. Today in this lecture we will learn chapter 6, formatting in Word 2013, the different topics like settings, paper size, inserting a page break, column formatting and paragraph formatting. Dear students, in previous lecture as we have learned that settings that are standard or predefined in software are called default settings or predefined settings. However, we can make changes in these predefined or default settings, and that changes are called formatting in Word 2013. Dear students, as this heading shows us that setting paper size, it shows that there is not a single paper size we use in Word for doing work or for printing, but there are multiple sizes of the paper we can set while you are typing, you are doing some work on Word, or you are printing some documents by the printers. There are different type of paper sizes which can be used in different purposes. Like as you click on page layout, in page layout tabs ribbon, you see in page setup group of commands the size option of commands. As you click on the as you click on size option, command option, you see a list of the paper sizes. The by default paper size is set to the page is called letter. After that there are multiple sizes like legal, executive, A3, A4, A5, B4, B5 and 11 by 17. Envelope size is available there, envelope DL, envelope C5, envelope monarch and many other paper sizes or page sizes are available which can be used as a paper size for doing work. To set the paper size, you have to go on paper tab of the page setup dialog box that allows us to choose any of the given paper sizes from the paper size drop down menu. We can also use the options to set our own width and height of the page as well. As I told you students before that you can access the paper size by clicking on page layout. After that from page setup option click on size, it means the page size. Also at the end of the page size there are more sizes options available. By clicking over there, there will be a page setup dialog box from where you can set the paper size like a legal, executive, A4, A3 and so on. There are many sizes. Even though after accept these sizes and layouts, margins can be set from the page setup dialog box. The different sizes of page are available to work on them for different purposes. Also you can change the orientation of page, and also you can select the page size on a whole document or on a particular page of the document from the page setup dialog box. And the next is the page break. Page break means the end of the page. Even you are working on a page, but you can break the same page in multiple spaces on same page, so that will be considered the end of the page. Suppose that on a single page you have typed 5 lines, or you have data of 5 lines, and you want there a page break. Means the computer will consider the first page or the single page before the break, and a new page will start after these 5 lines. So you can insert there a page break. How to insert the page break? Click on insert tab. In the insert tab, you will see the pages group of the commands at leftmost corner. You have to select the page break. Click on the page break option wherever the cursor is in your document or on the page, and you click the page break. The page break will be inserted on that one position. So this is the purpose of the page break command, and page break indicates the end of the page. And next is column formatting. In Word 2013, by default a document has one column, but we can change these settings of columns. We can increase the columns up to 13 columns in a single page in a vertical different lines. The document can be formatted to have more than one column, as we see in a newspaper and we see in this picture. Now, how to change the column settings in a document? First of all, you have to click on page layout. In Word 2013 I am talking. If you are using Word 2016, there is a only layout tab. So if you are using Word 2013, you will see the page layout tab. Click on page layout tab, then you will see the columns option in page setup group of commands. Click on page setup group commands columns. You will see a drop down list of different columns, and by default column is selected column 1. There are different options like you can select 2 columns in a document, 3 columns in a document, and left columns in a left, one left column and one right column in a document. Also there is the option of more columns. In the more columns dialog box, in the columns, when you click on more columns dialog box, the column dialog box will appear, from where you can select set according to your requirement. Means you can select more than one columns or more than 3 columns, and I have set and check it. We can, in Word 2016 and 13, we can make 13 columns in a single document in which we can write, and also we can set a specified, and we can set the width and spacing of each column from column number 1 to 13. So this is how can we change the columns. Once you click on page layout tab, you see the page setup or group of commands, and once you click on columns tab, and in columns tab drop down list of commands, once you click on more columns, columns dialog box appears. This dialog box of columns not only allows you to select or increase the number of columns, but it gives you the options to specify the width of specific columns, width and height of the specific column, and also it gives you the option to apply that settings in a whole document or in a particular document. That is called, as you open the columns dialog box, you see a list of preset columns that is that allows you to select and change the style of the columns you want, and that you do by opening a column dialog box. The steps to set the style of column dialog box is click on one of the preset column format in the presets group boxes to create the number of columns you want, or enter a number in the number of columns box to create a number of columns you want. As you see in the picture, that is a columns dialog box picture. If you want columns of equal width, select the equal column width checkbox as you see in the picture, or for columns of different widths type or the columns width for each column, you can select the amount. Enter the amount of space you want between the columns in the spacing spin box as you see in picture given here on picture number 10. After that, you have to select the lines between. Click the line between checkbox for inserting a line between the columns and then click OK. Word 2013 will create columns with the chosen settings according to your requirements and settings. And this is paragraph formatting. The paragraph formatting feature of Word 2013 can be used to set the appearance of text in a paragraph. Means how it will look like a single paragraph in a complete document. Sometimes we start after leaving one tab at the left side, and sometimes we start at the align at both sides, and sometimes we align a paragraph from the left side or right side, or align the center or justified. So we can set a paragraph spacing, means how much space between two paragraphs should be there, and how much space before the paragraph should be there in a document, how much space after the paragraph should be there, what should be the left indent, what should be the right indents. That all can be set according to our requirements. The predefined setting of a paragraph are 0 at left and right indents, and 0 before points, and 8 points after paragraph. And the next is line spacing. Line spacing means the amount of a white space between two lines of text in a document or in a paragraph. That space by default is a one line space, but we can change according to our requirements. That can be changed from paragraph group of commands on the home tab. This space is measured in lines or in points between two lines. Now, how can we specify or change the line spacing between the lines? This is the procedure. First of all, as by default, you have to click on Home tab. In the Home tab, click on line and paragraph spacing button from the paragraph group of commands and select the required option in the drop down menu. If you want a specific particular measurement for line spacing, you can set it according to your requirement by using the paragraph dialog box. How to use the paragraph dialog box? You have to follow the same procedure as for line spacing. You have to click on Home tab. In the paragraph group of Home tab, click on line spacing button. When you click on line spacing button, the line spacing option will appear on the bottom of the drop down menu. Once you click on it, a paragraph dialog box will appear, and it will give you all options of line spacing, indentation, journal alignment, and spacing between lines, and all the options which are required or which can be applied on a paragraph that are available on that one tab, that is called paragraph, and that paragraph tab is shown in the picture as well here on page number 14 of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Dear students, there is a one worksheet included in this video. With this video, you have to complete it and send me work back to for checking, and also solve this worksheet on the page and write it in your notebook. But keep in mind that all the work which is previously given to you by videos and worksheets and in coming days will be given to you in video formats or in worksheet formats or in classwork during the classes, that all will be the part of your syllabus. So keep it safe, keep it learning and learn it properly. That is the part of your exams, and take care of you, and once again thank you very much for watching. See you soon inshallah in the classroom.